Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video is about the internally displaced people that are returning back to their homes because what they are peace. Peace are returning back to so many villages. But before them, families, let's listen to how the government, the VDP, the army, how they have put things together to make this possible. And I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Acquisition of modern combat equipment, adoption of new operational strategies, the fight against terrorism has now taken on a new dimension with the advent of the MPSR2. And thanks to the actions of the fighting forces on the ground, internally displaced persons have returned to their places of origin. A source of pride for the people of the city of Bobo Dioulasso. Let's listen to them in this report by Hassan Gourabu and Sayuba Mambone.
As operations continue to liberate the last areas of the country, the Burkinabe army is writing a new chapter in its history. Thanks to the actions of the fighting forces, many internally displaced people are gradually returning to their villages.
When you see what's happening on the ground, the results they're achieving, you can't deny that they're gaining strength. They really are gaining strength compared to how things were before. So honestly, you can feel that the training is there.
I truly tip my hat to our dedicated army, fully supported by the VDP, because they are indeed doing an absolutely incredible job on the ground, tirelessly working for our safety and well-being.
When they come back from their missions, we cross paths with them on the roads. Honestly, maybe they don't realize it, but all we can do is thank God. Thank God for their safe return. Thank God for the fight they've gone to wage in those regions, in those provinces. We are simply proud of them.
I think that this pride shown by the people is nothing but adrenaline that it gives to the men who are also out there in the field. Because when they see that the people are united with them. They see that the people are grateful for everything they do on the ground. They can only redouble their efforts. They can only brave everything. And not even bad weather can limit their actions in the field.
For the people, beyond being an institution, the Burkinabe army is a symbol of protection and pride that is regaining the trust and respect of its people. A fighting force that strengthens social values such as unity, brotherhood, and cohesion with the civilian population.
Day and night, to bring the army closer to the people, to ensure that trust between the population and the army increases. There are plenty of activities that maybe at a certain time it was difficult to see the defense and security forces and the population coming together for a number of activities. Whether it's sports, whether it's communication, now we see that the army and the population realize that the soldiers, the defense and security forces in general, it's true they're in uniform, but they're brothers, they're friends.
For the military hierarchy, Burkinabes must stand together with all the fighting forces, encouraging them to the best of their abilities.
The armed forces should be very careful with certain information and always go to the source, whether it is at the level of the institution or through official and authorized information services, to obtain the real and accurate information and also to avoid sending messages that might discourage the public.
Defense and security forces. Our language must be one that mobilizes. If we mobilize, I think we can overcome terrorism.
I believe that one day, I ask God for this every time, that He allows us to be among those people who will one day say, there was a time in Burkina when things were tough. But as we say, we triumphed. But it was placed in our hands.
Since the advent of the MPSR2, thanks to strategic partnerships, it has acquired state-of-the-art equipment such as combat drones and other armored vehicles. Beyond the equipment, there is also a new combat strategy in place, exemplified by the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland and the country. A new force that is being defined and improved over time. A stronger, more effective army that is a source of pride for the people of Burkina Faso.
Thank you so much, families, for listening to how they put things together. I have a video for about a month now, the journey of the VDPs and the army to these villages and the obstacles on the way. I will make sure I share that video, or I make it today. So I will share with you later. You have a blurred idea of what is going on. Families, drones, they are training the VDPs and some of the armies how to use these drones properly in the farms, in the field, everywhere. Families, please listen to this short news and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
With the securing of its territory. Among the means deployed to fight the enemy are drones. Well, when it comes to piloting drones of all types, the Ministry of Security and its partner, the global company BTP Drone Center Burkina Faso, are strengthening the capacities of the security forces. Report by Adamangwiti Ahadi Sandamba.
A drone in the skies over Kubri. Rest assured, this is neither aerial surveillance nor any other defense activity. It's just a maneuver by these defense and security forces. They are here for practical drone piloting exercises. For a whole week, professionals in the field are tasked with teaching them how to use different types of drones, including the Mini 2, Phantom 4, and RTK, as well as thermal drones.
To learn about new drone technologies, the latest in drone technology, across all different fields, not just security, drones can also be used in agriculture, in security, as well as for deliveries, including packages, vaccines, and blood. The goal is to improve their effectiveness in their roles, so they can be much more efficient in the field.
This first training session, which brought together 16 participants, took place over 2 days of theory and 5 days of practice. It's a program from the Ministry of Security that ultimately aims to train around 50 security forces personnel in drone piloting.
Thank you so much for listening and watching. Yes, these together effectively, they are using them to work, if that's a word, to work properly. Because when I was working on the reclaim villages, I was thinking, how are they looking after them? I forgot about the drones, and then I came across it. So I want to add it to this one, and then I'll be back later for the testimonies of the reclaim villagers themselves, how life is treating them. That's what I'll be sharing with you later. Families, thank you so much for listening. The testimony, our sister praying. Yes, we pray for you all the time because we sleep peacefully and we want you as well to sleep peacefully. The way you are encouraging them, the way you wait outside in the middle of the night, receiving them, praising them, giving them water, that is encouraging these VDPs to continue to do what they are doing. The faith you have in your leaders, the AES leaders, Captain Ibrahim Traore, General Abdurrahmani Tiani, General Basmegilta, all of them, the trust you have in them and their ministers, that is making this work possible. And one by one, they will claim these villages. You get your country back as you believe. Thank you so much, families. I will see you soon. I'll bring you more on this topic. Yes, I'll bring you more. There's a lot exciting things going on. Anyway, credit to SIG Faso 7 RTB News. I have news concerning these channels, so I have to mention them all in case. Thank you. My VIPs, my kings and queens, my returning families, thank you so much for your time. And those who are passing by, thank you as well for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, my name is Mamri, and what I do here is I work on the videos before I share it with you. Up to now, a lot of people still don't know. So sometimes when I see some comments, I realize I have to be saying this most of the time because some don't know. So yes, my returning families, I'm sorry for disturbing you, repeating myself on this because some don't know. So I have to be saying it. Anyway, God bless you all. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, families, for now. I'll see you.